Yesterday was another magical day for me in a number of ways. It was magical. One of them, I'm a highlight. That was the closing part, like the end of a chapter or novel, the conclusion. You know, it was amazing. Let me tell you what happened. First of all, I want to thank God again for these random events that I look back on and say, wow, those were really some super blessings. One, my son, Bang, gave me a call, and he said to me, Dad, what are your thoughts on me selecting a major for college? Now, my son, who I deem as very intelligent and powerful and a superhero, who I look up to, and I ask advice towards, and that seem to display a maturity that's beyond my own comprehension. My son asked me, what are my thoughts on a major for him? Now, you guys may not know this, but Bang is, and also Super, my daughter, they're academic geniuses. And I'm willing to say that with a lot of excitement, because it's just the truth. And if you feel that way about your kids or nephews and nieces, that's great. But when he called me and I was able to rattle off a few things, about majors and stuff about school, even though to me, school is not everything. It's something, it's not everything, because there's a book knowledge, and then there is a street knowledge that's necessary. It has to be learned, and I'm glad he has the book knowledge part down packed and worked on. And like a supervisor, outside type of supervisor, I just kind of watch and monitor, if I can, the street life part, to keep him balanced, to have the best of both worlds. I keep him up to date and keen as far as I'm concerned with God's blessings of the way this world is and how people are, and all of that stuff, the shiesty things, the negative things. So that's my position. But anyway, so that's one. I'm excited about him asking me that. So that was at the end of the night for me. And I wanted to remember that one first in case the tape run out and I don't have no more room to say anything, or the world blow up before I got a chance to say that. So Bang, hey, you made my day. I appreciate that. You giving me a call and asking me my opinion, my value, that you value me enough to consider me to help brainstorm or give you whatever I consider my own expertise in the academia world. So thank you very much, son, and God bless you. Another thing that happened, which was powerful, I got a chance to have a close conversation and dialogue with one of my student athletes, and we had a dialogue discussion about advancing after the high school level. We had good dialogue about that. Now this young man has a difficult time. He's expressed it to me on more than one occasion for the year or two, about being able to concentrate mentally on things. So I've brought up something a while ago as I learned something. I don't want to expose things, and it's all about advancing his situation in terms of making him a student athlete at the collegiate level. Everything legit, everything positive, everything is nothing, no bag man, no underhandedness, no NCAA violations, none of that dumb stuff. Just a straight up conversation about the real and what are you going to do and all of this. He can be perceived as being lost in the shuffle in terms of the depth chart and being overlooked because some people just can't spot talent. I'm not one of those people. I am excellent at spotting talent and what somebody is capable of doing. He has the academia part together, just like my son Bang. He has that part together. So him having the academia part, if this is a two-part thing like it was with my son, me providing the street part, now I'm providing the futuristic part for my student athlete who has a strong desire to make it to the collegiate level but is lost in the shuffle. And if y'all don't know what that means, and I really don't want to go into details, you just either just listen to what I'm saying and go with it, or either you know what I'm talking about in terms of getting lost in the shuffle. So we had good dialogue, and we're on the same page. And now I believe he has something to finally concentrate on mentally, which he didn't before. Now I think he has a mental concentration for something. So I'm going to continue to build that part. See if I can keep him focused on that, since he told me, and I agree with him, say he's bored and he feels like an outsider quite a bit. I understand what you're saying. So I was able to relate to it. So I want to thank God again for that second situation. Third situation, there was a young man that it's late in the evening, and he was another young man who needs assistance verbally, who needs some help. And I'm glad that I was able to provide some words of encouragement that was motivational for him just to get through that day. And sometimes that's all it is. I don't think I can change somebody's life completely. Even if you pump money into their system and paid all of their bills and made sure they had everything that they needed from an academic and a financial standpoint, still can't save them because it's more of an internal thing. But I like helping these young men, on the up and up. Nothing but a straight positive world, and I don't want anybody with any of your negative forces. And this is what I was telling my son Bang about the street life, because right now as I'm talking to y'all, I can visually see critics and people who might be thinking a negative thing. Oh man, that man doing such and such, and a negative mindset that they have about anything. And to a great extent, I can't stand y'all because, you always got something negative or vigilant or vindictive going on the side of your brain, or totally selfish, just worried about you and your little situation. And I'm not saying y'all care about mine, but I'm just explaining positive things. That's all I want to do. And so even putting somebody out there is still positive to me. So, once again, we live in this world, and I've said on a million occasions that the whole concept of a relationship does not work. But when you do get into a situation where you can have a relationship with somebody who is trying to better themselves, is trying to become a better human being than what they was before, or want to have a career or something that they can use as an instrument to make them better, and I'm all in. I'm excited about that part. So one more again, it's time for some superhero stuff, and I got to get out of here. I got some more business to take care of. Y'all take care of yourself. All right.